I have been taking in the World Track and Field Championships, and since it ended on September 21, I have taken the time to just let it marinate in my brain to really take a look at the performance of the Jamaican team. And when I look and I observe what has taken place in Tokyo, we first of all had a record number of nations winning medals at this World Championships in Tokyo 2025. A total of 53 nations won medals, and that is up from 46 being the most ever. And that was set in Osaka 2007 and equaled in Budapest in 2023. There was one world record by Duplantis in the men's pole vault, 6.30 meters. There were nine championship records and nine area records. It really has been a tremendous world championship. The American Melissa Jefferson Wooden became the second athlete to take the treble, the second female athlete to win the treble, the 100, the 200, and the sprint relay, following Shelley and Fraser Price in Moscow in 2013. And we can start there. What a legend. What an athlete. What a competitor. What a person. And what an outstanding ambassador to Jamaica. 26 global medals, a nine-time world champion, a double Olympic champion, winning the 100 meters in 2008 in Beijing and 2012 in London. And she just encapsulates everything that's right and what you can expect from a representative of any country, let alone Jamaica. We have been blessed to have witnessed the performances of Shelley and Fraser Price since 2007 in Osaka, Japan, when she started her global career with a silver medal in the women's sprint relay and ended her global championship at age 38 with a silver medal in the women's sprint relay here in Tokyo. And in between, she picked up 24 other medals, 9 world champion titles. No praise can be too high for Shelley and Fraser Price. So Jamaica finished in ninth position with a tally of 10 medals, 1 gold, 6 silver, and 3 bronze, behind the United States, Kenya, and Canada. And some folks were saying they're disappointed by the performance, but I just want to juxtapose the reality of another country that has more resources than Jamaica. Of course, not the same athletic resources, admittedly, but I saw an athlete, O'Connor, from Ireland. She won the silver medal in the heptathlon, and that was the first medal for Ireland at a world championship in 30 years. The last time Ireland won a medal was in 1995. Jamaica has never been in that position. Jamaica cannot say that. And so one has to be thankful for the 10 medals because there was a time when 3, 4, 5 medals was the order of the day, with one outstanding athlete like Raymond Stewart back in the 1980s when he won the 100-meter silver medal, Murley Naughty Page, a Berthan Cameron that won the gold medal in the men's 400 meters at the inaugural World Championship in Helsinki in 1983. So don't take the performances of our Jamaican athletes for granted. 1 gold, 6 silver, and 3 bronze is a monumental performance. And what it says to me is that we're finally putting the field in track and field. We have lost some athletes to Turkey, but the future is still bright. And we're not just talking about our medal winners, Oblique Seville, Kishane Thompson, Tina Clayton, Orlando Bennett, Tajay Gale, Tyler Mason, Brian Lavelle, Sharika Jackson, the women's 4x4, and the women's 4x1. We're not just talking about them. Danielle Williams, a two-time world champion, was back in the final. Hit the first or two hurdles, and that really knocked her off her stride. Remember that the sprint hurdles is a technical event. It's almost like a relay. The smooth clearance of the hurdles can have you beating an athlete that is perhaps faster than you. The same in the sprint relays. We had Nayoka Clunes in the women's hammer throw. The men's high jump, Romaine Beckford was there along with Raymond Richards. In the women's discus, Samantha Hall made it to the final. In the women's long jump, Akeelia Smith finished her 26th of 34. In the women's 400-meter hurdles, Cheyenne Salmon finished 8th. She's in the top 8 in the world. Remember, 193 federations took part. Jamaica finished in 9th position overall. You can't get any better than that. In the men's 400-meter hurdles, we didn't make it to the final, but not Jamaica, but we can Rai Benjamin. I just wanted to make note, is the son of the former West Indies fast bowler from Antigua, Winston Benjamin. If you didn't know, we can claim him in the Caribbean. The men's triple jump, we had Jordan Scott, who had a great performance, finished 5th, 17.21 meters. And in the women's 800 meters, Natoya Gould, she exited at the semi-final stage. Adele Tracy had foot problems, as we know, got injured on arrival at the airport. The women's triple jump, we had Shanika Ricketts and Akeelia Smith making it to the final. The men's discus, Ralsford Mullings, Frederick Dakers, and Chad Wright, they were in that event. The women's shot put, Lloydrisha Cameron, and we cannot forget, last but not least, Navaska Anderson, a national record, 1:42.76 seconds in the men's 800 meters, Jamaica stretching out beyond the quarter mile, and he knocked off well over a second at the World Championship, and that is a great look for Navaska Anderson and indeed Jamaica. So I just wanted to look at it, look at the context, look at what other countries are doing. A lot of other countries like France, Spain, and those countries with much greater financial resources and perhaps a better infrastructure. They may not be blessed with the talent that we have, the raw talent. And so, with all of that considered, please give a rousing applause and support for the Jamaican athletes who represented us well, represented us proudly, and carried the flag, the black, green, and gold. Be well.